This is Jitin Bhandari. I'm the CTO for Cloud and Network Services, the software arm for Nokia. We are in the 2.0 era of the 5G as we look into 5G Advanced as the next rollouts. Clearly, cloud is shaping up to be in the 2.0 era. And behind cloud and AI, we are talking quite a bit about automation and autonomous networks operations, and that's really picking up a lot of steam this time around. How do you use tools of cloud in a hybrid context? I mean, that's the most relevant for telcos. You got to be on-prem and cloud, and how do you make tool sets and more impactful use of it? That's really a big topic. Mostly about how do you really exercise and make it executable. If you look at it from that perspective, we've been always thought leaders when it comes to some of the cloud and cloud-centered topics. So we are helping our customers accelerate the journey of 5G SA adoptions, and that's where the cloud adoption is really accelerating, especially around the core of the network. A lot of software methodologies that are being adopted, so that's a good acceleration. We are finally now seeing our service provider friends adopting to autonomous networks framework. How do you automate over cloud, and how do you effectively use AI toolkit? There's a good amount of acceleration in programmability. We have got now 50 plus service providers out around in the world who are accelerating the programmability concepts. Good work with GSMA on the One API frameworks and so on and so forth. So that's accelerating quite a bit. And we are finally seeing an ecosystem emerging around the telcos. So a lot of good stuff. We have announced quite a bit of partnerships. Specifically on AI, we are seeing quite a bit of momentum both on the traditional pieces, how do we solve the data challenge in networks, as well as how do we harness the power of transformer models and generative AI. I'm very excited to see that there's a lot of focus on automation and autonomous networks this time around. We have talked about this topic earlier, but I see more sense of urgency, which is very good, because with tools like cloud and AI, you need to go back to the basics of how do you build automation, as I'm saying, bottom up and top down. So having that focus on autonomous networks and autonomous operations is a good one, because that will carve our way out to creating more revenue generating opportunities towards B2B2X. So automation is foundational. So I'm very excited that this year, hopefully, we'll see some execution at scale around those topics, and the industry will turn around by next year.